All right, so ladies, we got to talk about one more subject, and I picked this one because I feel like the people would comment and let us know what they think. There have been a lot of backup quarterbacks this season, a lot of backup quarterbacks that have done so well that they could possibly get a job. Like they can possibly either stay as a backup, become a starting quarterback. They're out there. Now, ladies, are there any quarterbacks in your head that you think deserve an opportunity? They came this year, and even some of our vets, like Flacco, they were not predicted to come back and play again, but have they proven themselves to play in the future? Delilah, what you think?
I think that a lot of these, especially young quarterbacks, I think they should be given another year. Like I think Bryce Young. Now we're talking about Carolina. He wasn't given anything. He was set up to fail. Like they literally gave everything, not just to the Bears, but they just gave everybody away. Like he had nothing. That is not the kid's fault. It's actually abysmal that they did not give him anything to work with. He has no receivers. He has nothing. Nothing. They don't even have a defense. He was sent to a broken team, honestly. And that's really messed up that they took this kid who was a super talent in college. You ladies are better at college than me. But from what I heard, everybody said he was a star in college.
He was phenomenal.
And then to come into a system like Carolina where you were given nothing to work with. Yes, he deserves another chance. He might deserve another team, but he's on a rookie contract, so he ain't going nowhere. So it's kind of sad that he's going to waste his first few years there because I don't see anything coming of that. I don't see anything else coming from that. And so it's a little kind of depressing and disheartening. I know that Falcon fans, as a Chicago fan with a rookie quarterback, started off and, now he's not a rookie anymore. I don't think you should give up on Ridder. The problems you're having there, and I understand, like, oh, he's throwing picks, he's throwing this, but again, same thing like with Chicago. He doesn't have the right coaches. He doesn't have people helping him. He doesn't have a quarterback coach who helps him fix those mistakes that he's making. Like, I don't think throwing him away is the right way to go. Like, they're not all going to be CJ Stroud's guys, okay? They're not going to be CJ Stroud, who the Texans built a team for. They had a team. They had the talent. Remember, the issue with Texas is the Deshaun Watson fiasco. Remember, that's what hurt them. They were hurt by the fact that they had a quarterback that got in trouble. Then they had lawsuits. Then they had to get rid of him and swallow that money and try to find talent. And they did. And then they had to find the right coaches. And they did find the right coaches. CJ Stroud walked into a system ready for him. And he's balling out. And is a finalist for, a prestigious award, which we'll be talking about later. But still, like, he's being looked at as a finalist for, And so I think that's, that those guys should come back. And I'm kind of sad for, these teams if they don't help these young guys. This is why you're hearing more young quarterbacks saying they refuse to go to certain teams if they don't feel that they're going to the right place. They'd rather go back to college and spend another year at college because they're realizing that, one, they're making money at college. They're getting those NIL deals. Before you had to go to NFL to make money. You don't have to do that anymore. Because now you're getting endorsements, you're getting all this stuff. You don't have to risk coming to the NFL and wasting the first few years of your talent on a team that's not going to support you.
That's so true.
I think, Bryce Young should come back. I hope Carolina does right by him. I think Ridder, guys, I get it, Falcon fans, I'm sorry, but I think you guys give him another shot and that they should actually fix the system for him.
Yeah. 100%. All right, Kate, what you think?
Well, going to what Delilah was saying, feedbacking off of her, the quarterback from Oklahoma State just was granted his 7th year of eligibility in the college. So these players are staying protected in college, not going to the NFL because they're seeing their futures and seeing what's happening. And like right now, Caleb Williams for USC is sitting in a penthouse right now that normal college football players wouldn't be able to sit in instead of going to the NFL. So they need to really look at restructuring. I get why they do the rookie contracts. They're waiting to see if they're going to be productive. They're waiting to see how well they're going to play. They're waiting to see if they're worth giving them a bigger contract and more guaranteed money when they come out of college and everything. But maybe they need to look at redoing the rookie contract format and maybe saying after year 1, we'll see how you've produced and we'll give you more money based on your performance year 1. Like if you would have done that with Aiden Hutchinson, he should have gotten a huge raise his second year because he played so phenomenally his rookie season. So I don't know if there's something they need to do there, but that's another topic. But I see like they and for the Texans, like Ryan Tannehill sat, Will Levis came in, started doing an amazing job for them. So, you see Will Levis, I mean, he was supposed to be a first-round pick, ended up being a second-round pick, but he's gone out and shown that he can really do great things for the Tennessee Titans. You have great players, but the carousel thing, though, needs to stop, too. Going, okay, you had a bad performance this week. We're going to try you. We're going to try you. You got to just try. You can't be doing all that all the time with these teams and these players either. But they need to definitely do something. But a lot of the quarterbacks are sitting out of their playoff, their bowl games because they're getting ready for the NFL. And everything. And we'll see what happens. This next week will be a pivotal thing for like what I think other teams are going to do in the NFL because a lot of the players in college are going to start declaring for the draft. So that's going to make the NFL teams know more about what game plays they're going to do when it comes to the draft in Detroit with their teams. But yeah, like a Bryce Young got nothing, like Delilah said. And that was unfortunate for him that he was given such a bad first year. So I think we'll wait and see what these teams are going to do because you're going to have some really good quarterbacks coming out. You're going to have Michael Penix Jr. You're going to have Drake May. You're going to have your Caleb Williams. You're going to have so many good quarterbacks coming out of college and going into this draft. So that will probably determine what a lot of these NFL teams are going to actually do. So I think we got to just hold still and see. But, look what happened in San Francisco. You gave him Mr. Irrelevant the chance to be relevant. And
Exactly.
Top Pro Bowl getter is Mr. Purdy. Top votes. So hopefully my Commanders can grab one. Oh, those are fighting words for Sean Spencer, who thinks Sam Howell is the second coming of something over there. But anyway, we'll see. I get why teams do what they do. They do it for success and pivotal, but there's a lot of great quarterbacks coming up. So I think a lot of teams are going to be given a lot of great gifts in this draft in quarterbacks. It's very quarterback heavy. So we'll see as these players declare, and we'll see in Detroit in 2024 what happens. But the Panthers aren't going to draft a quarterback to replace Bryce Young and do things like that. That's not going to happen. But we'll see. It's going to be interesting, but I definitely feel that the carousel of quarterbacks needs to stop, but I also think there's something needs to happen to prevent all these injuries that have knocked out all these star quarterbacks this year. I haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree, Sean. Sam Howell still needs work, so I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback to replace him. But there's got to be some reason why I don't know. It's just weird to see how many star quarterbacks went out and how many replacements we've had to deal with this year.
Definitely the year of the backup and the rookie quarterback.
So those are my thoughts. So we'll see what happens this week when players start declaring.
We'll see.
We'll see in April what these teams are going to do. But, yeah, I think there's some teams that need to stick with their quarterbacks, and then there's teams that definitely need a better quarterback.
Yeah. Nicole, what you think?
Well, I do think that there has to do something with this new age and old era coming out and into the woodworks of, like, you know, our Tom Brady's are gone, our Drew Breeses are gone, you know, Aaron Rodgers is on his last leg. I don't know how the man is still standing in the dark.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I love you.
Like, you know, these are the guys, you know, that I mean, Flacco has appeared out of nowhere, right? So there is, I think, a little bit of a gap right now that teams are there's an influx of a whole bunch of, like, hey, who will fit in our system? Like, you know, I feel like a lot of teams and coaches are, like, shopping and dropping quarterbacks. Like, it's the new little shopping trend. And I really do think that for some reason, I feel like with the coaches and right now, like, oh, we'll restructure this and we'll make this work. And they're not letting time to let it soak in and actually take what's usable and learn and look back and develop. Yeah, exactly. So, and I just think, like I said, they're just, I don't know, in a shopping frenzy of just trying to fill that void of those legendary, and I'm not even, I do feel bad because I those were the guys, the Tom Brady's, but there's others. I'm sure you guys can mention a few quarterbacks that have been, you know, long, hard rocks for solid teams.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, for sure.
And I do feel like there's a little bit of a void right now. Yeah, so there's a lot of young guys that are stepping up to the plate, and I think they should be looked at a little bit more and held on to a little bit more, like a precious gem.
Thank you, Nicole. Yeah. Somebody had said QBs used to sit for 4 to 5 years until they got to get in the game. Now there's some unrealistic expectation for these kids coming out, which is so true. We got to see Aaron Rodgers sit behind Brett Favre for a minute before he became Aaron Rodgers. We got to see these players actually have some time to learn how to be in the NFL before getting thrown out. Tom Brady
sat behind, yes.
Come on. We got to realize that it's not just an automatic thing. And because we're in this new wave of you thinking that you could just come in and be lights out, you're going to have to learn how to develop. It's going to have to learn how to become a relationship. I know this is not the first year for Russell Wilson, but 1 year with a new coach should not dictate how bad it is. You guys could definitely get better. You guys could do better. These rookie quarterbacks, you can do better. You got to get them better. Like Nicole said, learn their attributes, learn the good things about them, work around it. But it's tough out here for the rookie quarterbacks. But Dak did it. Dak came in, but I mean, like you said, Purdy, you don't even know when these players are going to do great like that. Dak is a 4th round quarterback. He was not picked in the top. Jared Goff was picked in the top. All these other players were picked in the top. Carson Wentz in the top. Dak was not thought of. So you got to be willing to take a chance. And if it works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, have some time to build. That's all I got to say. Rodgers sat for 3 years. Aaron Rodgers, imagine that. But that's my drama. And plus, we could talk about it all day. But I know we got to get to other segments. But really enjoyed you guys. And thank you for my pause that happened during the show.
It's okay. It's okay.